Hi, in this video we will look into character design. First, we need to define the core attributes of the character, their class, their weapon, and overall personality traits. Is easier to understand with an example, so let's take a look at how I designed Hanzala. I created a character sheet for Hanzala. In the info section, I wrote down my initial concepts for the character. Tank, high HP, low attack, and high defense. With that in mind, I wrote a SWOT analysis for the hero. He will be hard to die, but due to his low damage, also hard to kill someone. This can make him frustrating for opponents in PvP, increasing playtime of matches and wearing down the opponents. However, using him in PvE modes might not be very efficient or strategic. Based on these design principles, I started creating the skills this hero will use. In our game, every hero has 4 active skills and 6 passive skills. Let's start with the active skills. These are the skills, button skills that our player can use freely. In this Excel sheet, I decided which game modes of Hanzala skills would be most useful, and 4 of his active skills would be beneficial in the campaign and dungeon in PvE modes, since he has disadvantages in these modes. I will try to balance this out. And in the passive skill, since I used a lot of campaign and dungeon related skills, I try to balance it out with giving some advantages for boss fight and PvE modes. So after deciding all of these, I give points for all of these modes, and as you can clearly see, he will be more beneficial in the campaign and dungeon mode, even he has high play times in these modes. So how did I classify the skills? Skills that affect multiple enemies are more effective in modes like campaign and dungeon, where more enemies are involved. In contrast, skills that focus on single target enemies are more valuable in boss fights and PvP. Accordingly, I decided which modes each skill would shine in, and as you can see, Hanzala is better in campaign and dungeon mode. Once I finalized these high-level design decisions, I started writing detailed description for each skills. First I decided how these skills would affect. Then I did add some visual references for our art and animation team. Like in here, this will be our first skill. This is gonna be our second one, and this is the third one. This is the last unique skill, 4th active skills. So then I did design our passive skills. Like in the passive skill 4, like I give him some resistance buff which he would use in the PvP, and giving some health bonuses to increase him in the PvP content as well. So right now I can pass this document to our development and art team. Thank you.